Last night you got hit with the spark. A video perfectly cut, music swelling, some granite-carved machine grinding at 4 a.m. For 11 seconds you felt invincible. You swore tomorrow would be different. Then the alarm hit at 6. Dark room, cold air, no soundtrack. The superhuman spark, gone. You weren't lazy, you weren't weak, you just got conned. The scam is that motivation was built to stay. Let's get it. Let's start with a quick win. One way to pull through when motivation fades is shrinking the task until it's laughably small. Tie your shoes, open the document. That's the first crack in the scam, setting you on your way to changing your life forever. It took me half a decade to finally see the pattern for what it is. So, in this video, let's save you the time by breaking down the lie, exposing why motivation fades, and leave you with 4 levers that actually work. The first thing we need to do is identify the fade cycle. This isn't a personal failure, it's the predictable loop of the motivation industry. First, the algorithm dangles a perfectly curated video of someone else's success. For about 11 seconds, you feel a dopamine hit of vicarious victory. But the bridge between "I'm going to change my life" and "I will now put on my shoes" is massive. The energy spike is just enough to make you feel good about the idea of doing the work, but not enough to actually do it. So, in the end, the goal gets quietly filed away and the guilt piles up. This loop, the fade cycle, has to be identified so that once it's in plain view, you know what to look out for before you make promises to yourself you can't keep. Here's the hard truth. Motivation is lighter fluid. It's great for a pretty flare-up, a big whoosh of heat that gets your attention, but it burns out in seconds. You can't run a marathon on it. The great achievements of history weren't built on good moods. They were built on systems that shaped identity. The pyramids were built because there was a system. Move this block to this spot every day. That daily action isn't about feeling epic. It's about becoming a builder. But boring systems don't get a million views. So influencers sell you the fireworks, knowing you will be back for another hit when the feeling fades. So if the fireworks are a lie, what's the alternative? It's a simple set of levers that bypasses the need for emotion. They're not about waiting for feeling. They're about creating a framework for action. You have to have an affinity to action, not feelings. So how do you do that? The first lever is to shrink the reps. Radically shrink the unit of effort until it's laughably easy. Our brains resist big scary tasks, so don't write a chapter. Your goal is to open the document and type 1 sentence. That's the win. Don't go to the gym for an hour. Your goal is to put on your gym shoes and walk out the front door. The goal isn't the workout, it's defeating the inertia. The second lever is to stack the habits. Hijack your existing routines. You don't need to find new time. You bolt a new habit onto an old one. The simple script is, after current habit, I will new habit. For example, after I put my dinner plate in the dishwasher, I'll wipe down the kitchen counter. By linking the new action to an established trigger, you let your brain's autopilot do the heavy lifting. Simple. You must realize, emotion is a liar. It will say you've made no progress. Therefore, our third lever is you need to track the evidence. In this case, what you need is objective proof. Get a sticky note. Every time you complete your tiny habit, you earn a check mark. This visual proof creates its own momentum, the desire not to break the chain. It becomes a game where your only opponent is your yesterday self. The scoreboard only tracks action, not feelings, and this is an important distinction to make. But what happens if you slip up? That's just it, the fourth lever. You need to forgive the lapses. You will miss a day. Life happens. In the world of motivation, a missed day is a catastrophe that leads to a shame spiral. In a system, it's just data. You simply show up, do your tiny rep, and make your mark the next day. The goal is not perfection, it's persistence. A system is built to account for our inherent imperfection. Nobody is perfect, neither are you. But that's the beauty of a system. Using these levers consistently is about more than just getting things done. It's about rewriting who you are. Your feelings can ride in the passenger seat, but they are no longer the driver. This is the shift from I'm trying to finish a novel to I'm a writer. And what do writers do? They write. They do the thing, not just when they're inspired, but on the boring, tired days, because that's who they are. Your actions shape your identity, not your motivation. Let's make this real. Right now, take one goal you've been avoiding. Shrink the first action until it's tiny. Organize the closet becomes hang up one shirt. Stack it on a daily habit. After I brush my teeth, I will hang up one shirt. Track it with a check mark on a post-it. And if you miss a day, forgive it and get back to it. Shrink it, stack it, track it, forgive it. That's the system. The fireworks will always fade, but a system will be there tomorrow morning. It's boring and predictable, but it's the only thing that works. Motivation is a scam. Consistency is what will carry you home. Remember, shrink it, stack it, track it, forgive it. See you in the next one. All gets quickly filed away, and the guilt piles up. P.S. My son is downstairs and he's crying, so that's the sound that you can hear right now. Don't worry, he's with his grandmother and he's also with the nanny. And his twin sister is there, but she's absolutely silent. So yeah, let's get back into it. Family life, what can I say?